Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Borderlands weekly video podcast thingy for Wednesday, March 5th. Might have even gotten the day right there. What I am holding is an amazing sheet of chromium covers given to Borderlands by Valiant Comics. This is going to be hanging up in the shop, guys, for you to take a look at and see the amazing chromium goodness that Valiant's putting out this summer for the Armor Hunters crossover. It's going to be running through several of the books. You're going to like it. I've seen some preview art. It's fantastic. Now, we're going to do one of those fancy dancy cuts where I sit down and go through everything else. All right, folks, we are back. High-end special effects. Mike is a magician. It's like a pack of M&Ms. Here we go. So, this week, merch. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go over a couple of things first. I was at ComicsPRO this week. What was that, Wednesday through Saturday? Met with all kinds of amazing people. We already talked about Valiant. They were fantastic. Also dealt with Dan Didio with DC. Jim Lee was there. They have some really cool stuff coming up. Batman Eternal looks really good. Saw some art for it. I saw 17 pages to Sandman 2. The art exists. It's going to print. You'll see number 2 soon. Also talked about Future's End, which saw some preview art for that. That book looks really cool. I think you guys are going to like it. That's a second DC weekly that'll be hitting. So we're going to have a couple weekly books. It's going to be kind of fun. Marvel had neat stuff. We also talked with, for those of you that have young kids, Paper Cuts and First Second had some really awesome titles that we're also going to be dealing with. Going to expand our selection of kids' graphic novels. I think it's going to be great. There's some really fun stuff, including an Andre the Giant biography that's coming out that I thought was really cool because I'm a geek like that and we like wrestling and Andre's cool. There. Now, this weekend, 40K tournament. Going to be a really big deal Saturday. We'll be in here super early. There's 30 guys entered into this thing already. If you're into gaming, that will be awesome. Also, March 16th, St. Baldrick's. The goodness that is the monster on my face is getting shaved off for charity along with what little bit hides under the hat. Now, if you want to swing by the shop, we're taking cash donations. We'll deposit those in different guys' accounts that are on the Borderlands team, so that won't all go to me, it'll go to anybody. If you want to be a late addition to our team, you can look up Borderlands on the St. Baldrick's website. We're doing this to raise money to fight children's cancer. It's a horrible, horrible thing. If you ever go to this thing, it'll change your life seeing some of the kids that are there that want to see everybody doing this for them. So, March 16th, it's a Sunday. Stores closed. There's no football. What else have we got to do? Come out, help a good cause. All right, so on to merchandise. Oh, wait, before I do merchandise, I'll keep teasing it. There's this little thing in Greenville, South Carolina at the Convention Center, May 17th and 18th. You may or may not have heard of it. Micah, being the genius he is probably showing you some kind of awesome Sanford green art flashing across your screen right now. We've got some new added guests. Make sure you check for that. Al Bigley's one of them. He's actually one of my personal favorites. Love Al's stuff. Been around forever. Did work for Kenner for a Batman animated series. He's got some teaching books out on how to draw. And also, Andy Smith has been signed on for a bit, but he's inking the Thanos graphic novel, which I have a feeling will be kind of a big deal. I believe he's inking over Jim Starlin, if the stuff I read is correct. More guests added. Make sure you check it out. We've got all that at sccomiccon.com. You can also check the Facebook page for little teases that we're throwing up there, giving you some ideas of who all's coming. Okay, moving on. Let's do merch finally. If you're ready, I'm ready. So we've got our wonderful Toon Tumblers. We've got some new ones in. We've got Nightcrawler. We've got Daredevil. We've got Nova. And though it's a little late, we've got Sweet Christmas, Power Man, classic, awesome, love it. Set it next to your Iron Fist glass, and you get ready for some Netflix goodness soon enough. We have the black version of the Superman figures. These have been awesome. Little damn heroes. We have the Serenity figure, kind of cool. I don't expect it to last the week. Squeezable adipose, because everybody sees an adipose, and the first thing you think is I could squeeze until his head pops. You actually could have that opportunity right here in this box. Some 8-bit Doctor Who t-shirt goodness. I thought it was great. Godzilla, we all know my affinity for Godzilla. Some Doctor Who figures from Eagle Moss. These are a lot like the Batman chess pieces that have been out. The Eagle Moss Batmobiles, including what may become my new personal favorite, the Bat Jalopy. It's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but with a bat symbol on it. I don't know what else to tell you other than I think it might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. I can just picture Dick Van Dyke in it, you know, flying, and most of you have no idea who that is, so I'll move on and get out of the senior hour. So we've got a squeezable Weeping Angel. Awesome and kind of scary at the same time. So when you're scared, you can squeeze her. It's kind of weird. So, back to cookie jars back in. We've got new black and white Batman, new Play Arts Catwoman. We got in the Legion Hero Clicks last week. We've got in some of the starter sets this week. Those are fun. Kind of a lightweight for merch. That doesn't mean you can't pick up lots of comic goodness, which I'm about to show you. So, this week, let's do trades first. Let's do it backwards. So, what a lot of you are waiting on, Walking Dead 20 is out. Yay, Robert Kirkman. Yay, Charlie Adlard, and everybody else associated with producing that. The newest Avatar, also really, really good. I don't know if anybody that comes in here likes Harley Quinn, but there's some Harley Quinn, just in case. There's this Days of Future Past thing that everybody seems to be kind of excited about. Marvel has put everything associated with it in an omnibus hardcover style, kind of a half omnibus, I guess. It's only about 40 bucks. It's not really a bad deal considering what those books cost when you buy them separately. They're like 3 times that. Some of us here happen to be Henson fans. I happen to be one of them. And a humongous Muppets hardcover is kind of fun. It even has Super Gonzo on the back, which I happen to sort of like. And Fatale Deluxe Edition. If Ed Brubaker writes it, you should read it. Alright, what else do we have this week? Well, there's this other kind of high profile guy named Mark Millar. And if Mark Millar wrote Flash Gordon, that's what it would be. Pretty awesome, and I have a feeling maybe upsetting a few people knowing Mark. They might do something a little different. Manifest Destiny 1 is back in stock. If you're not reading Manifest Destiny, read it. It's personally one of my favorite books in the stands. They're keeping it in print. They're on like the 3rd or 4th print of #1. Read this book. It's awesome. You won't be disappointed. They've tried to relaunch Moon Knight about 800 times, but they haven't done it with Warren Ellis writing it. I'm hoping this is awesome. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. I'm very excited. We ordered a bunch of copies. New Warriors, we still have some #1s, and now we have #2s. So if it's a slow week for you, you can get both of those. Now for Magneto #1 this week, decided not to show you the regular cover because the Scotty Young Magneto cover is so incredibly awesome. He stole all the spoons in the house and made his helmet. Because he's Magneto, and he can do that. He's going to eat his pudding whether you want him to or not. He's going to take your spoon while he does it. Loki's been a big hit for us. #1 sold really well. #2's back in. I'm really sorry that Nightwing's having such a bad day, but he appears to be. Nightwing's been really good. Forever Evil, for those of you that haven't been reading it, it's been kind of a cool crossover. There's some stuff I think stemming out of that that's going to continue forward as well. Captain America leading up to the wonderness that is Winter Soldier. We're only, gosh, what, about a month and a half off of that? Batman Superman Annual is out this week. If you get Batman Superman, we're going to go ahead and pull this for you, so it'll be in your reserve box, so you don't have to worry about it. Archie Afterlife is out this week as well. Great folks at Archie gave us some hints about some things that are going to be coming up with Archie. Really looking forward to that. And on top of that, Francesco Francavilla is an awesome dude. We really like him. He's a nice guy. Quantum and Woody have a goat. Quantum and Woody's goat has a series. Holding it in my hand. The things you never thought could happen. Goat Comics. Punisher has been doing fantastic. Next issue is out. #3 is rocking along good. Now, speaking of things that are also awesome reads, I actually really enjoy Velvet. And I may or may not have mentioned this Ed Brubaker guy previously in this very video podcast thingy. If Miss Moneypenny was kicking your butt, her name would be Velvet. It's pretty great. Uncanny X-Men out with Cyclops in flinch mode. Can't figure out why he looks so nervous on this cover. I'm sure if we read a little deeper, we'll figure that out. And Marvel Fact Files. If you haven't been getting these are really cool. So what they've done is, this actually is Eagle Moss that makes the great miniatures for us, the chess pieces and the like. So they do these. We've got almost all of them in stock still. They're only $6. And as you can see from the side, they've got the 3-hole punch. So you can put them in a binder, and they're broken up at the top corner, by which, I'm going to try to show you if I can. When you look at the top corner of all of them, they're going to be broke up by which section they go in. So you can break them into sections each week. They'll have different things for X-Men, Avengers, Spider-Man, Marvel Knights, and they break them all into categories. So it's kind of like the Marvel Universe stuff that a lot of us liked and used to read many, many years ago, only it's kind of broken to a neater system where they're giving you different things for each area each week, and I think they're a little more in-depth than that, than the things we used to read back then. And the artwork is awesome. They're pulling from 50 years of artwork, 60 years of artwork. All right, guys, I guess that's everything. Make sure to check us out. Check out borderlands.us, check out sccomiccon.com, shoot us an email at borderlandscomics@gmail.com if you have any questions. Make sure to share out this video to all your friends and even the people you don't like, because if you don't like it, you want them miserable too. Have a great week. We appreciate you tuning in. We spared no expense. Special effects that we spend money on, these people just have no idea. It's amazing. If I hadn't won that lottery, we'd never be able to afford to do all this fancy stuff. All right. I'm seriously not centered, am I?